The sun is kind of a paid actor in this room, and it's coming and it's leaving. So the light is going to be very different depending on when Mr. Sun decides to show up. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Andreea. I'm a professional makeup artist based in Paris, and in today's video I'm going to talk about my Sephora favorites. Obviously I'm doing this because I know that we have the VIB sale that's happening twice a year, but I feel like the one in April is the biggest one and the one that makes me feel like, like I need to refresh my makeup kit. And I always like to watch other people's videos, and I thought I should do one myself so I can talk about my current favorites at Sephora. Let's get into it. I'm gonna start with some skincare. I'm not gonna dig too much into skincare and hair care because it's not my specialty, but there are some products that I've started to use and that I see results and I wanted to share. One of them is the Retinol. This is the AUGUSTINUS the Retinol Serum. And listen, this is very expensive, but part of it is because of this beautiful, beautiful packaging. Obviously, you could find a good retinol at the pharmacy with 25% of this price, but if you're looking for a product, a new product from AUGUSTINUS something that really works. I'm not a huge fan of everything that they do, but there are certain products that I really liked, and this retinol, tried it, tested, really effective. It's a great retinol, especially for the texture, if you have texture on your skin. I don't have a lot of wrinkles yet, but if you have fine lines, wrinkles, I can totally see this working. Another product that from AUGUSTINUS that I really like, it's the Ultimate Soothing Cream. I think I've talked about this before. I finished it. I kept it just to show you. Can you give me the new one, please? Alright, so I was stupid enough to not know that I could literally just buy the refill. It's okay, this is how we learn. And I have actually purchased this myself with my own money. Yeah, this is a fantastic moisturizer if you're looking for something that is not overly greasy, but that hydrates. I usually apply this at night, not so much under makeup. I have other products that I love under makeup, but for nighttime, it's great. When I wake up, my skin feels very hydrated, very plump. That's one of the reasons why I like it. Also, the foaming cleanser, very nice. Is it worth the price? Is anything from AUGUSTINUS worth 300 or 200 euros? Again, you're paying for the packaging, stunning marketing. The products are amazing, and I think that if you were ever looking to get something more on the expensive side, now it's the time to get it because you obviously have the discount. I was trying this probably last week for the first time. BADESCU skincare. Not a huge fan of this brand, but this facial spray with aloe. I had really bad redness from a product that I was trying here in the studio, and it just did not work with my skin. As soon as I've sprayed this, not only that my skin calmed within minutes, but I had the softest I have ever touched. And now I've made a habit that I do like just a few spritz after I'm done with my moisturizer, and just the feeling of my skin, wow, very nice product. All right, now let's talk about primers and products that I love to use under makeup. I'm gonna start with Milk Hydro Grip Primer. This is a very good base that makes your foundation stick better to your skin. It really is one of the best that I've ever tried. And I'm saying this for people who have, for example, oily skin, or if your foundation tends to sort of melt or slip or migrate from your chin, from your nose, the areas where we tend to produce, our skin tends to produce more oil. Try this, it's fantastic. Another product that I absolutely love, this will replace definitely my Hollywood Flawless Filter. Hollywood Flawless Filter is a product that is absolutely amazing for people who have perfect skin. If you apply Hollywood Flawless Filter or any product of that kind that has that pearly finish, that metallic finish on your skin, and then you move on by applying a full coverage foundation, why do you even use it? The whole purpose of applying a luminous base, because this is what this is, it's a very beautiful luminous base. You need a tiny little bit. You don't necessarily have to apply this all over your face, but then in order to make this work, your foundation or whatever product you're planning to apply has to be thin so that this can shine through. Doesn't make any sense. The best way to apply this, so you apply this highest points of the face or entire face, and then you just spot conceal. You use concealer under your eyes, you use a little bit of concealer or like corrector here and there, and then you let this product shine. You let it be the star of the show. And the reason why I like this more than the Charlotte Tilbury is because the shine is a little bit more subtle and it's not as oily. I feel like the other one is a bit too oily. Great product to apply as a base, and also it makes a fantastic sunscreen with SPF 30 is the Supergoop Glowscreen. Now let me apply this. Actually no, because I filmed this on my face, so you're gonna see it here. Okay, how I apply this product and what it looks like. This is more like Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter in terms of the finish. But the fact that it has SPF 30, you know, adds points in my book. Fantastic under makeup. I wouldn't use it if I had oily skin. That's just my opinion. Now let's move on with foundations and tinted moisturizers. And I'm going to start with Hourglass because this is what I have on my face right now. The Ambient Soft Glow Foundation is absolutely stunning. It has the right amount of coverage for my taste. I like, just so you guys understand, I don't have a lot of texture. I do have large, very large pores and scars, but I don't have texture. You won't see like things like this on my face. However, because my skin is very thin, you can see all the little redness or like little veins, like the spider veins. I have a lot in here, a lot around my eyes, and I think that this covers that completely without making it a full coverage foundation. It's more like a medium coverage, buildable, beautiful, expensive looking. I want to drink this. Don't drink it. No, I am joking. This is fantastic. I love it. Thank you. And also the color is amazing. 6.5, and it just matches my body perfectly. Lasts incredible as well, and it's not heavy. Another one in my book that I absolutely love, the new All Hours foundation. They say it's matte luminous, and I agree 100%. It's a, I don't know how this is matte but luminous. It sets but not all the way. It's great for all skin types in my opinion. I love that it does not leave your skin too matte where it feels sort of like nail polish, and it's super long lasting, you guys. When I apply this, I don't need to touch up my makeup at all. This in combination with this, when two become one, match made in heaven. Love, love, love for longevity. If you're a makeup artist, if you need a new foundation in your makeup kit for bridals or for any, you know, long lasting situation, there, take it. The third one in my book, you already know that I love HAUS Labs. You guys made me buy this because you wanted me to try the HAUS Lab foundation. This is a special foundation because it mixes 3 silicons, which none of the foundations on the market have ever done it before. And this is made in Korea. It's a new technology, very, very thin, feels more like a serum on the face. It's even more luxurious than anything else. It does not have a lot of coverage though. I mean, it has more like light medium coverage. I think they say they have like full coverage or something like that. I don't agree with that. I don't. It's buildable. Just put it like that. Really love it. Great investment, if you ask me. Out of the 3 foundations that I've talked about, when I don't know what to pick, I go with the color. So for example, with the HAUS Labs, I couldn't find my perfect match, especially for when I wear self-tan. So that makes it harder for me to use it all the time. If I would have my perfect match, I would probably use this more often. Because Hourglass and also YSL has really great colors for my skin tones, you would see me more often applying these. But all three foundations are just amazing for different reasons. Now, let's talk about tinted moisturizers. And I will only talk about two of them because I've talked about tinted moisturizers all the time. I made special videos, like dedicated videos for that. Summer Fridays. This is the real, in my book, is the definition of skin tint because it's so lightweight, undetectable. When I tell you undetectable, you apply this on the face, no one will know you will have any product on your face, and it succeeds to just even out your skin tone. Obviously, if you have a lot of imperfections, if you have acne scars, melasma, this is not going to work for you if you want to have like a perfect canvas. But if you are someone that, you know, you're embracing your skin, even if you might have some imperfections here and there, or if you already have beautiful skin, then you know, you're absolutely going to adore this. My color when I wear self-tan is 4, and when I don't wear self-tan is 3. Next one is SAIE. Now, very different than this. I think this is water-based, if I'm not mistaken. This does not feel like it's water-based. This feels like it's oil-based or like silicone-based or something like that because it's incredibly hydrating. If you apply this, try to apply no skincare at all because it's packed with skincare ingredients, or use just the minimum amount, maybe just a little bit of sunscreen, and that is it because it's so glowy, so hydrating. And if you have combination skin like I do, or oily skin, like don't even think about it, this is not for you. But if you have combination skin the most, right, and if you apply skincare and then this, it's going to be too much, okay? You need to apply too much powder then, and so on and so forth. So no skincare. Try to just pat it, apply it by patting it into the skin, not by rubbing it, okay? You're gonna love this product. Again, fantastic for mature skin. If you have mature skin, this is going to be your absolute favorite product because it's so hydrating. But again, it doesn't have crazy amount of coverage because it's just a skin tint, or at least I think so. Let's move on with concealers. I could not talk about Merit. Merit quickly became one of my favorite brands. I love what they stand for. I love their image. I love their message. Everything is natural. They don't over Photoshop their pictures if they Photoshop it at all. I just love this concept. So it is in this form of a stick, and I've used it today as my concealer. But honestly, you could apply this all over the face because this is a foundation / concealer. Today under my eyes, I've used Ecru and then Biscuit. Let me show you the coverage. Do you see that? It just melts in your skin, you guys. And it requires minimum effort, like with your fingers, and it creates like this beautiful veil on your skin. It's so nice without being heavy. Like I said, it's a formula that I've never seen before in a stick form. And you know, I've tried everything. Obviously, Westman Atelier, Makeup Forever used to have the HD stick. You know, there are a lot of brands that created similar products because obviously this is very easy to apply, but I never really liked the idea of a stick. This is different. This is a different technology. I love it. Obviously, I will talk about Hourglass because it's so good. The Vanish concealer immediately became like my go-to. And I said this before, and this is available with many products, not just concealers. There are certain days in the month, doesn't necessarily have to be when I have my period, but there are certain days in a month where this concealer does not work. It's just too heavy. It creases. It's too dry. That's because my skin is never the same. But for the majority of the time, this works fantastic. It's so beautiful, so high coverage without feeling cakey. Hydrating, like imagine I'm 38, so my skin is not like when you're 20, you know what I mean? If you're in your 20s, you don't understand this. But if you're in your 30s or later, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like your 20s is not comparable with your 30s, that's for sure. And I'm sure the 30s not comparable with the 40s. That's just life. What I am trying to say is that at some point, I've started to notice that there are some products that I think just do not work anymore on my skin. They're just too heavy. Like I used to use them in my 20s. They were fantastic. Not anymore. This, for my skin type, my age, my skin condition right now, is just beautiful. And this would be my go-to. The second one, the one that I love to use when I'm like, I want full coverage, like I'm going out, I'm taking pictures, would be Anastasia. This is full coverage. Amazing colors available as well. Everything obviously is listed in the description box along with my shade. And I have to say, these are also very versatile if you are a makeup artist. I have every single color from this in my makeup kit. I do not go to any of my clients without having this with me. It's fantastic and also doubles at spot concealing. Today, however, I'm so impressed with this. It feels like a serum concealer from KVD. This is a brand that I'm not very attracted to because of the gothic image. Like, you know, it's just not my vibe. But I think that they're slowly changing, you know, they're slowly adapting to more of a chic image. But still, they maintained that makeup artistry, makeup lover identity. That's one thing that I love about them. So when you say KVD, you say full coverage. And this is what this concealer is. Full coverage, but feels like a feather. It feels like a little bit, as you're going to see here, I've applied a little bit and then spread it with the brush. And the reason why I've applied two products is because the Merit doesn't have a lot of coverage. This is more like running errands type of skin, going to the doctor appointment type of skin, weekend skin. This is more like, I want a little bit of a glam, like what I have right now, right? I want glam. I want to feel confident. I haven't slept and I need to cover those dark circles. This is it. Let's talk about powders. This is what I have on right now. Ooh, where have you been my whole life? The type of powder that sets your makeup in place without making it too powdery. And trust me, you could apply a lot of this under your eyes. It will still not look like you have a lot of powder on. It just doesn't have that powdery feeling. It's completely the opposite of Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder. So Laura Mercier is a fantastic powder to set your makeup in place for long hours, to mattify your skin. If you have oily skin, fantastic. This is for people that have normal dry combination skin as well, because I have combination skin, but you don't like that very matte feeling of your skin. So I have applied this under my eyes. I have applied it here and I'm trying, trust me. So all this shine that you see right here, it comes from this powder. It has a little light reflecting feeling to it, but not as much as if you guys have ever tried the Hourglass powder, the loose one. That's a little bit too pearly for my taste to apply it all over the face. It's just something I've never seen before. So it quickly became my favorite. I'm using translucent and it's called Air Set. Of course, it's Radiant Loose Setting Powder. But then I could not talk about this Givenchy, which I love. And this is more of a traditional powder. It combines 4 colors. I don't know if you can see. You have 4 colors, but then when you mix them together, it gets like the perfect shade. The one that I use the most and the one that makeup artists tend to use the most is number 3 because it has a little bit of pink and that tends to sort of brighten the under eyes. That's why everyone uses especially under the eyes, because I wouldn't necessarily use this all over the face, but under eyes, fantastic. Makeup Forever came out with this HD Skin Matte Velvet. This is a powder foundation that has a blurring effect. And I have to say, this is really nice. Really, really nice. It's not gonna work if you have dry skin or mature skin. If you have mature skin, no, please. It will emphasize your wrinkles. But if you like that cloud skin that I keep on talking about, the one that is beautiful, velvety, more like vintage pictures skin vibe, you will love this. If you have oily skin, it's a fantastic product. I love my liquid foundations. It doesn't come naturally for me to apply this on my face, but let's just say you're someone that has a lot of imperfections. Usually acne prone skin and people who have acne, they have also oily skin and constantly trying to mattify it. I see this as something that you would apply after maybe a tinted moisturizer. Maybe you apply a tinted moisturizer and then you want extra coverage and more of a matte, like velvety matte skin. That's when you would go with this on top. It just has the most beautiful coverage. It covers immediately. It comes with a sponge right here. I don't have it. I think it's dirty. That's very practical. So I actually think this is a really, really good product, but it's not for everyone. It's very particular. And that's what I love about Makeup Forever. They create products that are, you know, very targeted. There is no surprise when it comes to contour, you know that I love my Westman Atelier. I love this because it's just so practical and it's not too big. For example, Makeup by Mario. I love it. It's too big. It's just too big. It's too big for personal use. It's great because he thought about it from a makeup artist perspective. Like he wanted to have good product, a lot of product in a somewhat easy to use packaging, but it's too big. I love this chic, more feminine, more like user-friendly packaging, and also the formula. I think it's easier for people to use because it's very creamy, blends very easy. It looks like this for those of you who don't know. This is not my color, definitely not when I have self-tan. When I have self-tan, I would use truffle. Even when I don't have self-tan, I would use truffle. This is biscuit, and it's more of a contour color for me. But I still use sometimes biscuit. But if you want to go for sure, if you're similar colors with me, go with truffle. You will love it. A truffle is like slightly darker than this. This is Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate, and I'm in love. I will always feature these in my video because this is one expensive product, and if you want to splurge on something, it would be this because it's just so beautiful, so effective, blends like a dream, stays on forever. It has the most beautiful formula. I just love it. Plus you have the highlighter that I never use. But I mean, I don't use it for myself, but I have to say, it's very pretty. It's a very pretty highlighter. It gives you that expensive looking skin. If you want to splurge, one of these two, okay? You will thank me later. Recent product that I've started to use, and I think this is more on the affordable side, is this SAIE. SAIE is a brand that I really love. They have amazing products that are not crazy pigment. They're more appropriate to use for, you know, just a regular consumer, not necessarily like a makeup artist. Although I could totally see this being in a makeup artist kit because it's a lot of product and this comes in different colors. For me, light bronze, this is a really good color. That's the one that I use and I really like, really like. Listen, this next product is not new, but it's something that I have on right now. And the reason why I decided to talk about it is because Glossier is finally in Sephora. Like, I'm sorry, what did you do, Glossier, until now? What were you thinking? Did you think you're MAC or like what? Of course you had to be in Sephora if you wanted to survive. Finally in Sephora, Glossier, and I think these products, they're so underrated. But I can see why. It's a gel formula. If you apply this and you have dry skin, this will not blend well. If you apply this on bare skin, it will not blend well. This will only blend well if you apply it on top of something that's hydrating. So I had Hourglass foundation on top of it, I've applied this and it blended seamlessly with no problem whatsoever. I didn't have to I didn't panic at some point that it would, you know, that it dried. But because it's this gel formula, let me show you on the hand, maybe you can understand better. Because it's more of a gel formula, I think People are afraid of it. And as you can see, it's very transparent. It does not have a lot of pigment. It has just enough pigment. It does not add coverage. That's what I'm trying to say. It just adds color. And another very important thing to know about this is that it's not matte. That's why I've applied it more like here, to give me the la bonne mine. We're playing the French here. To give me the healthy looking skin, that sun-kissed skin. When you apply this, you don't have to apply any bronzer on top of it, and you don't need highlighter on top of it. It has everything you need. This is my color Ray when I wear self-tan. If I don't wear self-tan, this is a bit too much, and my color would be Flare. Flare is like so. And then when you spread it, you see it's a lot lighter than the other one. Love it. Love, love, love. And then, of course, the last one, I could not talk about bronzers without talking about the absolute best powder bronzer out there, Valentino. Yeah, disgusting packaging, because this is just the refill. I'm not going to pay 200 euros for the packaging. That's how much it costs. No. In this case, I paid like 50. Like 50, 46, 50 something. Something like that. And it comes in this ugly thing, but listen, the product is king. This product is absolutely unbelievable. This is a bronzer that gives you luminosity and color and richness, and it's everything. I love it. For the powder bronzer, this is the only one that I recommend. Any of these deliciousness, any color is just amazing. Obviously terracotta, this is terracotta, let me show you. This is more of a bronzer. By the way, these are from Merit. And again, I just love the packaging. Fantastic packaging. And great to apply this directly on your face. Super easy to use. Fantastic consistency. It does not have coverage, it just gives you color, which means that is going to blend more seamless. This color again is very, very pretty. As you can see, it just matches with my skin tone. It's like a match made in heaven. This is cheeky. The color that a lot of you would stay away from would be this one called Après. So Après, when you see it, it's like, what the heck? But look at that. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And then the one that I think would look so, so good for fair, light skin tones. Look at this. Isn't this so cute? The perfect color for like on-the-go makeup. You could apply this on your eyes as well, you know, just for a little bit of color. I just love these. You know what? They're making a comeback. They are making a comeback. For some reason, I've stopped using these two colors. This one must be Dolce Vita and Deep Throat. Let's not talk about the names, okay? Both of them are perfection. Perfection. These two are definitely my go-to. Dolce Vita is a bit more deep, and I would use this for like light medium skin tone. This I would go for fair light skin tone. It's so beautiful. I don't know if this light does it justice because it's right in front of it. This is just stunning for a pinch of color. Oldies but goldies. If you've never tried NARS, go ahead. If you want to splurge, new formula, new technology, Valentino. I love the colors number 5. This is number 2, and it's wow, wow. And there's also number 8, which I have it at home because I just got back from vacation and I had that with me. 8 is more like a peachy tone. These are brand new, these Pillow Talk matte beauty blushes. They have a ton of pigment. In my opinion, these are not very user-friendly, if I could say so, meaning that it just has a lot of pigment inside, which makes it a little bit harder to blend. Think about Rare Beauty. If you've ever used a blush from Rare Beauty, you know what I mean. Like, I love it. I know how to make them work because I'm a makeup artist, but I'm always thinking from the client, like my client's perspective, people that don't necessarily know how to apply makeup perfectly, or I said it before, like people that don't know how to correct the mistakes. So that's why I think that these are a little bit harder to use in that sense. Not every color, because for example, this color is so light. Finally, a product for, especially for oily skin. If you have oily skin, you will love these because they tend to stay longer because of the pigment. The other color that I have is also like a lot of pigment, but a little bit more forgiving. When it comes to blush, I had to mention this palette from NARS. Not only that is so beautiful, but you have highlighter, you have 3 blushes, and I typically tend to mix these two and apply them. They're very, very beautiful, and I like that they have a little bit of shimmer to it, but not, you know, like glittery shimmer. It's just the perfect amount. I love this. It's compact. Imagine you're traveling or you have to carry your makeup bag with you all the time. This is really nice. You have 4 colors. I think it's really worth the price. Let's move on with highlighters. How I love this. It's a simple product. Honestly, if I were to be completely honest with you, this is this, but in a stick form with a bit more pigment. And that makes the difference, because in there, I don't kind of want to use it flat like that, but because of this shape, I just, you know, I want to use it. It makes you want to use it, and it's easy. When the light touches your skin, it's just going to have this fantastic glow. I love it in the color Kava. It's from Merit. Did I mention this? Yes, it's from Merit. This one had an accident. I know I can fix it. I just didn't get a chance to. It's the highlighter from Rare Beauty. Think about the most blingy highlighter out there. This is it. And the color that I think will suit most Caucasians, like light medium skin tones, would be Exhilarate. Very, very beautiful. Cute packaging. I love Rare Beauty. I love Selena. And I love what they did with these highlighters. They feel very buttery. They feel very, very buttery. However, you need to apply a tiny, tiny bit to make it actually look exquisite, expensive, chic. Because if you do this, you're gonna end up with a blinding line on your face. That's not highlighter. That is just you showing people that you have highlighter. Let's move on with the next category of product. I have to say something. There are not a lot of products that spark my interest in terms of eye at Sephora. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about the same old kind of. The only new product is this, which kind of reminds me of the Wanted palette, which me and you know that is the greatest palette of all time from NARS, but it's not available anymore. And this is the closest palette to the NARS Wanted. And of course, I've used it immediately. As soon as I received it, this is my 3rd time applying makeup from this palette, which is a lot in a week, I have to say, considering the amount of makeup I have and I receive. In my opinion, if you are the basic, you're gonna love this. You are going to be obsessed. This is gonna be your go-to. You're gonna apply this all the time. You have every color for every occasion, not to mention that it's light pink. If you're someone that loves to play with colors, if you love, you know, pinks and reds and purples, obviously this is not your vibe. But I'm a basic person when it comes to my own makeup. If I have to do makeup on someone else, of course I could be creative. Sorry, but like no surprise here, Natasha Denona, my dream palette. This is one fantastic palette that I love. It's not the only one that I like from Natasha Denona, but looking at what's available at Sephora, I would say that this is really the one that you want to put your hands on. This and the NARS one. If you want to adventure with makeup, this is fantastic. So beautiful. And I love that it's not too big. If you're looking to splurge on a palette, other than Natasha Denona, you have Pat McGrath. I love Pat McGrath eyeshadows. a lot. And I think this is a great palette, like a basic one. If you've never bought one from Pat McGrath, I strongly recommend you this one. I'll put it in the description box because I don't know, Mothership 5, 6, 8, I don't know. But this is fantastic. Okay, let's move on with pencils and mascaras. I really love the Pat McGrath eyeliner. Recently started to use it and I think it's fantastic. Very, very black. Obviously, I was curious when Adele said that this is her eyeliner. In my opinion, I do not believe that for a second. I think for what she does, they're mixing at least 2 or 3 products to make that black look like that. So I don't think it's just one product. Impossible, especially when you are a singer, a performer, you need makeup that lasts. This is just my opinion, but another really good one is this from Benefit, their Real Extreme Precision Liner. Very nice. And the tip, ooh, the tip. And then when you press more, it lasts forever on your eyes. Another thing that I love about this. I've been trying not to feature this, but it's the one that I have on right now. My absolute favorite of all time mascara. Yes, it takes you forever to get it out, but it's the one that never transfers, on me at least, on my lower lashes, and I have that problem with most mascaras. It will never transfer here. It's fantastic. Do you see how my lashes are up like from the beginning of the video till now? Normally with any mascara, my lashes, because I have very straight lashes, they just go down. They go sad like this in just half an hour. So this is fantastic, and it's the only mascara I'm going to feature. That's it. Lip liners, no surprise that for me, Anastasia Beverly Hills hit the jackpot. They're the absolute favorite, my favorite lip liners of all time. I said it. They're better than the Nabla. I know that you guys know I love Nabla. They're very good, Nabla Cosmetics, but these ones, I just love them more. And I will explain why. Nabla Cosmetics, if you apply them and then you do a little correction on top of it, it starts to peel off. They're amazing if you do like one swipe. This you could apply over and over again. Their colors are unbelievable. Don't sleep on lip liner. It makes a huge difference in the way your lipstick looks, in the way your lips look, and also it helps for your nude lipstick to look better. My favorite colors: deep taupe, warm taupe, dusty rose, cool brown. This is what I have on. Get one and use it. Why am I obsessed with all of these Dior lippies? All of them. I'm obsessed. This one, basically I have lip liner and this. That's what I have on right now. All of them, they're so beautiful. Milky, gives you this mirror effect on your lips. You have to apply it very often. This is not going to stay. Hydrates your lips, they make it look better, but it's not a product that, you know, it's gonna last. You already know, I don't need to tell you this. Another fantastic product, I hope they have this in Sephora, is the Hourglass. I don't know, something volumizing lip balm gloss, something like that. This comes in quite a few colors, and it's the one that, you know, you twist it, comes out, and you cannot get the tip inside anymore. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is for the look. It's not for the comfort. This is a product that you apply to have the most plump, juicy, unbelievable lips ever. And it kind of stays. It stays a lot longer than the Dior one, but it's not as comfortable. You kind of, you know, you kind of feel it, but the look. And I've used this one color once on my Instagram, this Lucid. This. Dear God, if you have the slightest amount of tan, or if you are naturally, your skin is, you know, slightly darker, like you're light medium skin tone, ooh, this is so good, so good, so good. Summer Fridays, I don't know why I don't talk about it. You know what? Summer Fridays have one of the best lip balms out there. I said what I said. They're the most nourishing, hydrating, more like skincare for your lips. You know what? I'm just gonna take this Dior. The Summer Fridays, this now comes in different shades. Let's use this, I think it's called Poppy. Look at this juiciness. Are you seeing this? These are just excellent, excellent. You will fall in love. I'm telling you, you'll get one color and then you will get every color. It's addicting. I don't understand why this is the most amazing color and texture. So it feels like a balm. And this color that you would never touch. Like, look how dark this looks in the packaging. Isn't it gorgeous? I'm not crazy about lip glosses. I'm just not. But there's something about this Tom Ford. This is the classic lip gloss. And as you can see, I don't like shimmer. I like a lot of shine in my lip product, but I don't like shimmer at all. This, fantastic. It feels like a lip gloss, like the classic lip gloss. Not too uncomfortable, but I can feel it. However, I would just suffer a little bit and have fantastic, gorgeous, juicy lips. I've talked about this many times. Now, my son found this and literally like poked his finger inside and now it's kind of destroyed. But I really like this. It's from Tom Ford. It has no color, right? But then it works with the pH of your skin, of your lips, and it will transform differently. This is the most comfortable thing you could ever apply. Crazy expensive for what it is, but it's really working. I mean, if you're willing to pay the money, there's no better time than when you have a discount. I'm closer because I want to do lipsticks, and I've been talking about Charlotte Tilbury for a while. There's something about Charlotte Tilbury that I've always loved in terms of lipsticks because of its colors. This is obviously a fantastic color for summer. Wow, this is absolutely stunning. Tell Laura. That's the name of this fantastic lipstick. Who is this for? This is for your heart. Of course, next one is going to be... I'll put the name of this in the description box. How gorgeous. This color. It's even prettier in real life, I have to say. I'm looking in the video, I'm like... No, this doesn't give it justice. Oh, the teeth are so white. Yes! And of course, Red Carpet Red. This is the classic red. It's the Red Carpet Red. And if you don't have a red lipstick that you are already in love with and you want to buy something from Sephora, I think this is a really great option. It's a true red, more like a blue red, so it's going to work with a lot of skin tones. It's not like the warm red that, you know, is particular. It doesn't work for everyone. This, I think it will work with every single skin tone. Alright guys, and that completes my list of favorites at Sephora right now. Little disclaimer before I go, please do not feel obligated to buy anything no matter what people say. We live in a world where everyone will make you buy something. It's a job for most people. Don't feel obligated to buy anything. I'm sure that you have more than enough. This is just a reference video in case someone is looking to really take advantage of this Sephora savings event. I don't want to promote overconsumption. I am an overconsumer myself. I hate that about myself, and I'm trying to balance better my shopping addiction when it comes to beauty especially. So don't be me, okay? The products that I've mentioned with the shades that work for my skin are listed in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye! My assistant cuts me off all the time saying that I talk too much. Please, if you think that I talk too much and I give you too much information and just too much insight about products and things that we all love in here and the reason why we are all gathered in this room right now, let me know in the comments down below. I said what I said. Next product. It's dirty. It does not go away. I'm closer because just